From becoming one of the most memorable and respected names in the Roblox scene, to being exposed for a series of disturbing and unforgivable acts towards underage fans, the horrific story of Fave is one you won't forget. However, in order to fully understand how low Fave has fallen, we must first establish how he became popular in the first place. It's the 28th of August, 2010. A new Roblox drama creator joins the scene. His name is Fave. He begins uploading Roblox commentary videos every single day, and at first, the videos aren't very successful. However, over time, he begins gaining immense popularity, and 7 years later, in 2017, he passed 100,000 subscribers, and in 2020, his channel really began to take off, passing 350,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Fave was on top of the world, and by the 7th of July 2021, he'd pass a milestone almost no Roblox commentators do: 500,000 subscribers. Fave's success was inspirational, a story of how hard work and time lead to real results. However, that's not exactly where the story ends, and Fave's Roblox YouTube empire was about to come crashing down. However, this isn't like the downfall of any other Roblox creeps we've covered on the channel, as the story of Fave is one of the most terrible in Roblox history. His trail of victims, disturbing language, and horrific behavior is something we've never seen before on the channel. The amount of psychological damage this one terrible Roblox YouTuber did to so many underage fans is truly unfathomable, and it's shocking nobody was able to call him out before it got too late. As early as 2016, serious allegations had plagued Fave's name, more specifically, inappropriate behavior towards. However, it for the most part would be swept under the rug, as only unknown Roblox commentators such as Data Raven covered the story. The videos got so little views that Fave's actions were an unknown industry secret, but soon, Fave's depravity would begin to be exposed. In the past, we've covered Roblox with 1 or 2 underage victims, but what if I told you Fave's lineup of victims would take a whole minute to say? The true extent to which he misused and abused his power as a Roblox creator to prey upon young children was beyond what anyone thought was possible beforehand, and how he thought he'd get away with this is an incredibly tough question. While the behavior had been mostly ignored up until this point, in January of 2021, everything would change. A 96-page document was published showing multiple inappropriate conversations Fave had with various underage victims. This led to an influx of new coverage, but it wasn't the final expose needed to topple Fave's empire, as he'd create a lackluster response, once again sweeping it under the rug, claiming he was being impersonated. Fave's attempts to cover up the situation weren't just a one-off, but a repeated pattern. As we'll get into later, he was more than aware that anyone chatting about what he'd been doing would have a significantly negative impact on his online reputation. However, the means through which he would attempt to silence victims, other creators, and anyone discussing the harm he was causing was on a whole other level. For the majority of 2021, Fave had gotten away with his depraved and disgusting acts. However, all it took was one Parlo video for Fave's entire empire to fall to pieces. On the 27th of September 2021, Parlo uploaded an 18-minute long video exposing Fave's deplorable acts. However, multiple questions still remained. How did Parlo's video end Fave's career? What exactly did it contain? And what happened after the video went live? Parlo began the video by summarizing some of the most damning and career-ruining accusations made against Fave. However, there was one key element that made this summary as effective as it did, as Parlo talked about the unacceptable situations Fave found himself in with multiple months. While showing clear screenshot evidence on screen, this not only conveyed the seriousness of this situation to his young and impressionable audience, but also validated Parlo's summary as an accurate telling of the horrific events.
As you all may know, disgusting allegations surfaced against the Roblox YouTuber Fave, in the form of a 96-page document, covering a range of his illegal and reprehensible actions with minors. For example, while he was 19, literally a year ago, he had obtained a 14-year-old while commenting on their body and asking them to take their pants off, to obtaining images of a 13-year-old while he was 70 and coercing the minor into doing so.
The first minute and a half of the video served as a summary of what happened that was not only evidence-based, but incredibly easy to understand, given Fave's incredibly young target viewer base, as is normal in the game of Roblox. This allowed for the viewers to fully understand the true depth of what happened, something that wouldn't really be possible otherwise.
Fave had also allegedly spoke to another underage child at the time, who was 16, called Zany, and it was literally him due to his partnered Discord account. Fave decided to make vile comments on Snapchat to them, which is abhorrent, indefensible and literally illegal, and that exact same Snapchat account was used to talk with other underage kids like another 14-year-old. And the claims continue to even more victims who Fave would apparently try and coerce into giving him and being 14 yet again, while bombarding them with very questions. And in response to all of this, Fave has refused to take accountability or address the situation whatsoever since January, and has literally gotten away with it, and deleted comments calling him out, due to the severity of the situation, and the fact Fave has openly lied regarding the validity of the situation.
She also ends up giving conclusive evidence that Fave lied to me regarding his Snapchat messages being faked by screen recording his screen and showing me the username of his accounts. So it's not like this was a fake Snapchat account. Like, I saw the messages in the video and also done his username, and it's the same username as the one shown in the documents. And if he's gonna lie about this, then I don't know, but I'm pretty convinced that the rest of them are also true as well, over on Discord and stuff like that. Not that all of them, can be, because some of them might be fake as well. I've got no idea, but the Snapchat messages were real, at least the ones between him and Ellie.
However, there was also another incredibly important point Paolo touched on: Fave's attempts to cover it up. His Discord server, comment section, and really any forum of discussion surrounding his brand completely silenced the situation. Fave knew what he was doing was evil, disgusting, and unforgivable, and didn't want anyone to find out. But what exactly happened when they did?
To start off, Fave mods have been known to ban people for mentioning the situation whatsoever on his Discord server as a way to silence people, and Fave can even be seen hiding comments literally calling him out on his YouTube channel, as he has tried so many times to avoid talking or even addressing the situation, and try and let the situation die down and avoid all accountability whatsoever, and it is working. His fans are still unaware of what vile acts this man has done with However, many YouTubers are aware of this, and I suggest they make videos on this situation, as this situation is just as bad as the Kalajic drama. It's disgusting that his staff try and defend Fave's actions by mass banning anyone who brings this situation up as a way to silence and oppress all valid criticism being brought up against him.
Paolo's video served as an incredibly important purpose in the exposure of Fave. Beforehand, there was only tiny YouTube channels covering the drama. If only small channels covered it, Fave could have, and actually did, easily silence the story. However, since Paolo had amassed well over 200,000 subscribers, it wasn't just a molehill. Things were looking like Mount Everest. Not only that, Paolo's video didn't underperform. It in fact became one of the most popular videos on his channel, amassing over 690,000 views. The ironic thing is, Paolo's video wasn't the sole factor which caused his downfall. Fave's channel was still flourishing after he made the video. However, because he was scared of being called out by a larger channel, Fave would stop uploading completely after Paolo's video dropped, which came across as a sign of immense guilt to the audience. This, in combination with the sheer volume and depravity of the allegations, made it almost impossible for him to come back. The story of Fave is undeniably disturbing, yet it reveals an unexpectedly positive outcome that highlights the strength of resilience and societal progress. Fave's platform, which granted him a troubling influence over a vulnerable audience of underage fans, became a hotspot for manipulation and abuse. His unchecked access allowed him to exploit his followers' admiration, feeding into his own insecurities and indulging in a dangerous power trip. The extent of his actions exposed a serious issue within online communities, especially on platforms like Roblox, where can prey on young users. And despite the grim nature of the situation, there is a notable silver lining. The exposure of Fave's behavior has driven significant advancements in online safety measures. The backlash from affected communities and media coverage prompted platforms to reassess and strengthen their policies on user safety and content moderation. This heightened awareness has led to the development of more robust safeguarding measures, including sophisticated monitoring systems, stricter user verification, and enhanced educational resources for young users about online risks. Furthermore, Fave's story has ignited essential discussions about the responsibilities of online platforms and the necessity of creating safer digital environments. The increased scrutiny and subsequent reforms underscore a broader commitment to protecting vulnerable individuals from similar abuses. Thus, while Fave's narrative is tragic and unsettling, it has spurred positive change and progress. The collective response to address and correct the issues highlighted by his actions stands as a testament to the resilience of communities and the ongoing effort to ensure safer online spaces for all. The fact that Fave's reputation has been thoroughly dismantled can be seen as a blessing in disguise, representing one of the most significant demonstrations of genuine offender accountability within the Roblox community. Fave's fall from grace highlights someone who faced the consequences of their actions in a digital landscape where such outcomes are usually uncommon. In many cases, individuals who engage in behavior online escape without facing significant legal consequences or meaningful accountability. The unfortunate reality is that numerous evade the justice systems, continuing their harmful activities without facing the full extent of their actions, and victims, often innocent individuals, suffer in silence while these offenders manipulate systems and evade scrutiny. The persistent issue underscores a critical gap in the protection and support available to those affected by online. Fave's situation, however, contrasts sharply with this grim pattern. His exposure did not only reveal his depravity to the public, but directly impacted the very audience that once fueled his power. The revelation of his misconduct effectively severed his primary means of exploiting victims. By losing his platform and influence, Fave's ability to target and manipulate his followers was significantly cut off. This loss of power represents a crucial step in mitigating further harm and protecting potential victims from future exploitation. The reaction from the community, along with media attention, has catalyzed a broader conversation about accountability and the need for tighter measures to prevent and address predatory behavior in online spaces. It has prompted platforms like Roblox to reconsider and strengthen their policies on user safety and content moderation, leading to the implementation of more robust safeguarding mechanisms, even if they're not doing their best job of it. This shift reflects a growing commitment to ensuring that online environments are safer for all users, particularly the most vulnerable. By holding Fave accountable and exposing his actions, the community has set a precedence for how such cases should be addressed. But as always, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy content like this, please make sure to subscribe, and if you want to watch something similar to this, click the video on screen now.